Hey, everybody. I am excited to share on this last Monday in 2025. When you jump on, drop a comment for sure. When you drop on, and if you're watching the playback, please drop a comment. Your comment and your questions are still amazing, even if you're watching the playback and weren't able to catch it live. I know around these holidays we get kind of busy, but I wanted to share a word of encouragement today on what God has put in my spirit. I've been giving you guys a lot of information about external marketing, videos, colors. I've been giving you guys a lot when it comes to how to actually produce the marketing without. But today, I want to talk about the marketing within. I want to encourage you guys. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Comment if you can. Can't see your comments yet. But as you come on in, say hello. I love to acknowledge you. The Songs of Solomon, hey, honey, thanks for jumping on. Songs of Solomon 2 and 15 talks about watching. It's the little vines, it's the little things that destroy the vine. It's the little foxes that destroy the vine. Hey, Apostle. Hey, awesome. You can hear well. Perfect. It's the little foxes that destroy the vine, meaning small problems, negative influences, ignored, can destroy something precious. Looking at your business as we move into 2026, I want to encourage you when it comes to not just the thing, but the thing behind the thing. Can somebody type that in the bottom of the screen? Not just the thing, but the thing behind the thing. God is not just concerned about your business being prosperous and successful. He's concerned about the owner of the business. I put right here when I was writing that your health and your business are going to go hand in hand for 2026. God says your business is not going to rise above that which your health is. And the reason why that is because the last thing you want is for you to take all these marketing principles, for you to take the amazing word that our apostle and prophet is pushing here in this NBFI page, when we have services, when we have our Fifth Fridays. The last thing God wants you to do is to build this empire, this multi-million, billion-dollar industry, and the person behind it has a heart attack on their jet. So you got the private jet, but a heart attack on the jet. So I want to encourage the people of God on today to really do what it takes to make sure that you can handle the success that God is giving you. I was in prayer recently, and everyone knows I'm on my health journey. It's a lifelong journey, so there's no completion date. I'll never be done with it. It'll always be a daily thing. I was addicted, highly addicted to sugars and food, so I have to watch it on a daily basis. And I was having a vision that my intestinal tract, the vitamins that are going into my body, aren't able to be absorbed by my body because of all the damage done to my intestinal tract. God has spoke to me through prayer and through worship for many, many years now, for the past 26 years of serving him. When I'm in prayer, when I need to course correct something, God will generally give it to me in prayer or in worship. And so I'm on a way of cleansing the gut right now. And I said that to say, when you're praying and when you're worshiping, God is not just talking to us about the things of the church, what message we're going to preach. Hey, Prophet Shalonda, hey. God is not just speaking to us about the message. God is not just speaking to us about what to give and what to do. And God is leading and guiding us. But God is also saying, if I've given you stewardship over the business, I've also given you stewardship over your body. And so when it comes to marketing, while I've had the amazing opportunity these past 3 months of coming here on Mondays and really sharing about, again, colors, layouts, and videos, and all those amazing things that's going to allow your ministry, your business, your brand, your organization, they're going to allow it to stand out, and people are going to come to you, and there's great increase coming for 2026, God just wanted me to encourage and to remind the believer, the kingdom leader that you are, that your body and your mind and your business, they all connect together. Meaning, I don't want to bless you with this amazing empire and it all crumbles because you don't have the health to sustain it. I don't want you to be foggy minded, stomach aching all the time, high blood pressure, all these things that could be going on in our body. And we're trying to get to the business meeting. We're trying to sign $1 million deal. And on the day in which we sign $1 million deal, because there's maybe a little bit of stress in our bodies due to thinking about the deal, and we're driving to the deal, that we haven't recognized that our sugar or our blood was high, therefore having something happen that day. God is definitely concerned about the little vines, according to Psalms, the Song of Solomon 2:15, talking about the little foxes destroy the vine. God says, watch out for the little things in your business. Watch out for the little things that maybe we let slide. I was just talking to someone, and I was talking about the way that we do one thing is the way that we do everything. So marketing, you guys, is not just about what you put out. Marketing is not just about the colors being just right, though that's a big part of it. Marketing, attracting your target market. Are you attracting a target market that you're not? Like, are you attracting a client who is all these things on the avatar and you're not personally working on oneself? And so God really just wanted me to encourage you guys to put your health first. I wrote down on here vacations, take those vacations. Try to find some fun in what you do. Try to bulk content, meaning you might set up a content day for the decreased stress and the decrease, getting all the way ready. You can get ready one day and you can record all your content for the month. So your marketing is looking amazing and people really think you're out and about. You change your hair a little bit, you change your eye makeup a little bit. For the men, you change your shirt, your pants. You've recorded all this content and now you're consistently on social media, though you didn't record not only one time that month. Can be another way to handle the little things. It's the little things that God wants us to make sure is together so that the bigger thing doesn't fall apart. Because really, when I don't know about you guys, when I have a stomach ache, when I got stuff going on in my mind and I'm cloudy in my mind, when I feel my blood pressure is a little higher that day, because things do happen in our body, I find that in business and marketing, it makes it difficult for me to perform at my optimal. I love our apostle. If you guys follow his page, how he puts on there, I did the 23 miles or I did the 30 miles. When I feel like I'm done with my workout, I get me a second wind. I just keep on pressing. And I believe our apostle is being led by God to post things like that to, of course, encourage the general audience, but definitely to encourage us. He says at the bottom of his post, I don't know if you guys notice, no medicine. And it's not to say anything about anybody who's on medicine, because I know it's necessary for some of the things that we face. But I believe with Apostle saying no medicine, he's basically saying I'm being proactive in my health. I'm being proactive with my care as I care for the things of God. And as I care for this fellowship, as I care for the members that are coming in and the members who are currently here, I've got to make sure I love what he talked, the foundation. We talked about that earlier this year. As the foundation, my wife and I, of this fellowship, I have to make sure that my health is intact. So when I've got to fly over there to pray for someone, when I've got to preach the gospel over there, when I got to ordain a new pastor or install a new church or whatever the thing might be, I've got to make sure that my health is in line so that I'll be able to properly serve those in my care. That's a really, really good example of what God was giving me for 2025 as we 26. As we take the time to put our business structure in place, as we take the time for mission, vision, and purpose statements, God is also saying, I want you to take the time to make sure that your body and your mind is intact, and is well. So here's a couple of things that I want to share with you guys that my husband and I are doing. I'm not sharing it with the general public yet, just sharing it with you guys. We have sat down and, looked at budget and looked at spending and food that you buy and all of this. And we have an amazing chef who's going to cook our food for the week. We're going to, yeah, 65 and no medicine. Yes, that's what that's how your post in, Apostle. And I see that and I appreciate that as one who was actively working on my health. When I see your posts, they really do encourage me. My personal trainer, he lit me today. I was like, "Are you sure you want me to lift those heavy weights?" And he said, "Yeah, you can do it." I lifted the heaviest weights I've ever lifted today, and I did it. I mean, I did it by the twos, by the threes. I did 10 sets, 2 at a time, but I did it with a heavier weight. And so one thing we're going to do is go to the healthy store because we want to buy organic. It's called Sprouts here in Florida. In Ohio, I think it's called Whole Foods in Ohio. But we're buying the ingredients. There's a young lady that fits our budget. She loves to cook. She's retired, loves being in the kitchen. She's going to cook our food for the week, label it. She's going to take our juice machine. She's going to make all of our juices, label them. We're going to pick them up on Mondays, put them in our fridge, and the food is good. So as Pastor Greg is going out with the construction and things, and I'm going out with real estate and marketing and any ministry assignments, at least the food is taken care of, salmon, fish, and all the amazing foods that you like to eat. So that's one idea I want to share with you guys, that maybe if for some reason you can't do a factor or you can't do an actual Michelin star chef that might be a little costly, finding someone who you love, know, like, and trust, and maybe they're just a good chef, and pitch what you're trying to do. Hey, would you like to cook my foods for the week for this particular set amount of funds? And, work it out from there. So that's one thing. Another thing we're doing is quarterly having a cleaning company come into our house and deep clean our house. God is showing us how to delegate some of the smaller tasks so that you can really give yourself to the ministry, really give yourself to the business and the activity of life that's actually money producing, instead of the little things that someone else can do. Someone else can deep clean my house way faster and way better than I ever can. So during those 3 months, we're spot cleaning and cleaning like we're supposed to, but either every other month or once a quarter, having a nice cleaning company come in and get the dust that's high up and all that good stuff. And then the last one I want to share with you guys is taking more of our clothes to the cleaners. So we have some clothes, workout clothes that we consistently wash, but then there's a majority of these clothes over here that's going toward the cleaners, and we're just going to pick them up and they're going to be clean. So those are 3 things for us. I say that you sit down, of course, and figure out what your lifestyle is, what your budget is, of course, but see what little things you can take off your plate so that you can focus on your business. You can vacation. You can wake up knowing the healthy food is in there. I know for me personally, just sharing with you guys, when I don't have the food prepared is when I mess up the most when it comes to eating a little bread or eating a little more carbs than I should, or for the plan that I'm personally on, I eat a little interesting when the food isn't prepared. Sharina, at 10 and 9 at night, can you prepare all the food? Yes, I can. At 4 and 5 in the morning, before you work out and after you pray, I sure can, but I'm not doing it because it's not something that I'm gifted at. I have fun with it, but that's something that someone else loves to do. Find someone else who loves to do the little tasks that you can push off that help to make your life easier and better. So those are 3 things that my husband and I are doing come the new year to make life easier for us, to make it better for us, to make sure we stay on our consistent lean proteins and more fruits, vegetables. We're going to pick those things up. They're going to be portioned, fruits, vegetables, trays, hummus. They're going to be ready for us to be able to eat, to make life easier. Prophet T, you just summed up my whole little message here. Making life easier. So that's what fit our particular lifestyle, being new empty nesters, the age that we are. I'm running, showing homes. He's running, fixing on stuff. When we get home at the end of the night, the last thing neither one of us is thinking about is cooking some food. So guess what? We pick up Chipotle, we pick up this, we pick up that. But if the food is already cooked and we were going to spend the money anyway, why not have someone make us some nice, healthy food? We were going to spend the money anyway. So I love you guys. This was the last one of the year. I always give my phone number, 407-750-3959. If you want help with your marketing. And just remember, as you go into 2026, God says the business and the health, they're not like this. They're not like this, but they're like this. But as I grow and I prosper you, I pray that you be in good health, even as your soul prospers, even as your business prospers. I want you to prosper and be in good health. So I hope that was a blessing to you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'll see you guys in 26. Woo!